Hi, I'm Brian Rose, and I plan to be your next mayor of London.
Nobody knows who he is. He's from California. He's a Californian trying to be the mayor of London. It's insane.
So a couple weeks ago, they held the London mayoral election.
Thank you, London. No one killed London! No one killed London!
An event which I promise you is just as exciting as it sounds. You look at the voting slip and you see the typical bland culprits. For example, Nick wants to stop immigration.
We will see our glorious British history celebrated rather than relentlessly demonised.
Now I hate to put you down, Nicholas, but how are you going to achieve this as Mayor of London? I don't know what he expects. You don't typically see immigrants pulling up to the UK through the Thames.
They're coming! Close the barrier!
I bet he has a thriving community on Facebook with Tonys, Barrys, Marks and Nigels. Next up, Amy Gallagher.
I'm Amy Gallagher. I'm a nurse by background and I'm representing the Social Democratic Party.
Ah, she seems nice. What's her deal then? It says she will tackle knife crime by freeing the police from political correctness. Oh, because that was the problem. And will increase the Met's powers of stop and search. Oh. And her motto is, stand up to woke. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna vomit.
London, I've had enough.
And you'd think the candidates couldn't possibly get worse than that. Well, that leads me into the reason why I'm making this video. One of the candidates really caught me off guard. Prepare for intense whiplash.
Hi, I'm Brian Rose, and I plan to be your next mayor of London.
What? Excuse me, what's the name of evil supervillain are you doing running for mayor of London?
I want to lead our incredible city in a new direction.
But you're American.
Nobody knows who he is. He's from California. He's a Californian trying to be the mayor of London. It's insane.
Just my untraceably low levels of patriotism increasing to 6 billion%.
You weren't born here. What right do you have to the mayoral throne?
Like, I could not care less for this country in general. Every St. George's Day I look around and I'm like, why are people wearing white towels with red crosses on them? But as soon as this Howard Hamlin looking forward confidently turns out trying to run for mayor of London, like he wasn't born in San Diego, my diet turns to strictly jellied eels and beans. I start to only speak in Cockney rhyming slang. I recite God Save the King every night before bed. Maybe that's an over-exaggeration, but I'm telling you some people would have reacted like that. They'd be looking through his policies like, yeah, okay, that's good, low knife crime, great. And then they hear his voice.
I'm Brian Rose.
Oh no, that's ghastly, he's an American. I'm going to vote for that stand-up to woke woman instead. Yeah, but no one's saying that. Honestly, no one's actually saying that.
London, I've had enough.
Imagine if it was reversed though, if someone from Birmingham was running for mayor of Los Angeles. No votes. Not only would they get no votes, death. You'd hear a whole bunch of angry protesters like,
Hey yo, don't come here to America and try to boss us around. Go back to UK.
But when Brian Rose runs for mayor, everyone here is like, oh, that's funny. He's American, is he? Oh, I thought he sounded a little off. And then they get back to the little Sainsbury's shop. And really, I don't care where he was born. But you know what really puts me off? His American sheen. Everything with him must be bigger and better. Like his supervillain costumes and his massive bust with his face on the side. And his pure confidence, like he's constantly living in an infomercial where everything is great and perfect, whilst talking about knife crime.
Hi, I'm Brian Rose. Knife crime has skyrocketed by over 49%.
The contrast is so unsettling. The mayor of London is supposed to be bland and sheenless. That's how I like my politicians, bland and sheenless. Basically the polar opposite of this. It's like he's living in his own world. You have to be a bit mentally off if you think people will look up to you like this. I feel like he's based his entire mentality off of this gentleman here.
It is important to me to carry myself in a manner where people are going to say, you know what, he knows what he's doing.
And on this topic, I'm just going to take a moment to show you his Instagram because it is a treasure trove of cringe. When you scroll through it, every second you're visually assaulted with his bare abs. And when that's not happening, the entire screen is littered with promotional material that can easily be mistaken for scams or malware bait.
Voters will be heard. Billionaire Mark Cuban issues stark warning to Joe Biden over Donald Trump's new crypto weapon. Coinbase revealed to back BlackRock's $5 trillion Bitcoin hits a new all-time high. Fiat money says Ethereum hits 14,000.
Honestly, this is the kind of stuff your parents would tell you not to click on when you were younger. And really, it gets a whole lot worse. You see, Brian Rose mistakes himself for a cool guy and does things that he thinks cool guys do, like breakdancing.
Let's go back.
Wait, why is he kind of good? No. Snap out of it. Although it's technically impressive what he's doing, you know, if I tried to do it, well, I'd look like this. But Brian genuinely thinks this is going to gain him some respect and cool points from the youth. Just imagine him in South London trying to connect with younger people.
Hey kids, can I rely on your vote?
I'm 12 years old. What's he doing? What's he doing?
Are you familiar with the San Diego hip hop scene?
What are you even talking about? No way. Oh my god. Film this. What are you doing? What? No. Oh my god. Or maybe he's just doing this for other men his age who think this is acceptable. So much so that he even brags about it.
Does Sadiq even breakdance?
Referring to the current mayor. How is this real? Oh, not the graffiti in the background.
Hey kids, I'm just like you. Does Sadiq even breakdance?
I just love this so much. Brian Rose of the London Real Party spent the morning breakdancing on top of his battle bus.
Meanwhile, he looks like he just got dressed in Robbie Rotten's closet. Just everything comes together to make him the most undesirable candidate. I'd rather vote for that Stop Immigrants fella. No. That's a joke. It's a joke. I also love the phrasing, does Sadiq even breakdance? As if that is a desirable feature in a leader.
Oh look, he doesn't breakdance. Oh well, that's a shame.
And apparently breakdancing wasn't enough to reach his maximum cool guy potential. And that's why he posts things like, does your mayor skydive? I didn't think so. And also boxing. And more boxing. Wielding nunchucks. Diving. And surfing.
A man has fallen into the river.
He honestly thinks someone's gonna look at his Instagram and go, oh my god, he's so cool. He's trying so hard to be someone he clearly very much is not, in the pursuit to be desirable, but it just comes off as awkward and inhuman. He also posted this on voting day. It looks like a mum filming their child on the first day of school. I suppose it was a big day for Brian though. Seeing his name on thousands of voting slips across the country, nothing makes him happier than seeing himself. I mean, I don't know the guy, but look at the joy on his face when seeing himself on these billboards. And it makes you wonder, surely no one has actually fallen for his trap. Surely no one watched this and then said,
Okay, that guy's got my vote.
Brian Rose's belief in freedom of speech.
I'll tell you what, it's integrity. And not no other politician's got that. Brian's got it in spades.
It's about a true leader who is conscious, is not afraid to look into his own shadows, to be human and relates to people as people.
Oh, well, yeah, I hope they're doing well. He truly believes he's living in a world where he walks down the streets exuding charm and charisma, with members of the public swooning over him, trying to take a page out of Donald Trump's book. And despite all of his efforts to be likable, he really could not be less compatible for the British, even excluding him drinking his own urine on several occasions.
So this kind of tells me I need to drink a little more water because it's a little yellow. Ooh, so it's a little salty.
Okay, let's do this, Timothy Street. Cheers, buddy. Okay. It's really not bad at all.
It's all the fake,
Hey, I'm Brian Rose.
Hi, I'm Brian Rose.
with that robotic walk, whilst wearing the most awkwardly fitting suit. Him running for mayor is like trying to power a car with a AAA battery. Oh, stupid metaphor. Ugh, I'm so stupid. Basically, there's zero spark, which just makes it funnier when you see these images of him surrounded by the Union flag, posing like 16th century royalty and exploiting the British brand when he was born in San Diego. His back garden might as well have been in Mexico, and he's here like,
I'm a Londoner, just like you. I'm gonna run for mayor of London. Do you know how to breakdance? Knife crime is bad.
does he think we don't know he's American when he surrounds himself in the Union flag? It's like he thinks he's tricked us into thinking he's British. The election ends and he's like, it was a trick. I was actually American the whole time. Well, clearly not, because he only got 7,501 votes. That's 0.3%. He literally came last after Count Binface. Brian Rose lost to a bin. L, loser, lion lows. It's really hard not to constantly refer to him as a comic book supervillain. Not only does he get defeated every time, but just look at him. Look at that red tie matching the blood of his foes. An entire curtain stuffed in his pocket. Look at how he holds that umbrella. I can just imagine him in his manner, swirling a glass of red wine whilst twiddling his fingers above a big red button that says deploy bomb as if it was a box of chocolates. However, all that mystique ends when you look at his measly manifesto and see stuff like
fighting for free speech.
Not only am I sick of hearing that,
free speech is the #1 weapon against absolute tyranny.
But it's funny because Coffeezilla, someone who's been following Brian Rose's bumpy journey, describes his comment sections as more censored than Korean Wi-Fi. And that just says it all. And if anyone were to challenge Brian Rose on that, he's such a slimy fella that he'd probably say, free speech? No, I said free peach. He also says make London a crypto-first city.
I want to put London back on the financial map by making our city a center of excellence for the exciting future of cryptocurrency.
Excuse me, Brian, but when I'm purchasing my 85% dark chocolate from M&S, I do not want to pay in Bitcoin. I want to pay in traditional legal tender.
I'm going to buy some strawberries and I'm offering exactly the right amount of money here on the help desk. I paid by legal tender.
And maybe this is just mean, but do they not have crypto in San Diego, Brian? Can you not just do that over there? Why London? And finally he says, embrace blockchain technology.
I want to restore our financial freedom by embracing blockchain technology.
Yes, because Mavis from East London is keen as ever to embrace blockchain technology. News just in, what a downer. Mavis is no longer with us. She couldn't afford food and heating. If only she was sooner to embrace crypto and blockchain technology. I joke saying the older generation wouldn't care for those talking points, but even I have no idea what he's going on about half the time. After Googling blockchain technology twice, I now know less than I did before. I don't think he even knows. You seriously expect Mavis to say, hang on, I'm bringing Mavis back to life for another joke. You seriously expect Mavis to say,
did you hear that Brian Rose fella? He's going to introduce blockchain technology to the economy.
And then her friend Noreen is like,
oh, finally, I've been waiting for this day since I was a little girl. Yeah, our country will really benefit from the decentralised currency and the increased security. Yeah, that's true. I wonder if Morrison's will take crypto.
Maybe our generation will talk like that in the future at the golf club, but not now. He also says that he wants to stop big tech censorship.
I want to fight against big tech censorship.
I love the idea that Brian Rose is the person we need to stand up to big tech censorship. It's like the man who wants to stop immigration.
Getting our homeless off of the streets rather than spent on woke nonsense.
Like, you lot are getting a little ahead of yourselves. It's the mayor you're applying for, not president of the world. After all, the current mayor of London couldn't even afford rent for their City Hall office, which, might I add, is owned by a Middle Eastern sovereign wealth fund. So Brian, as mayor of London, how do you plan to take down big tech censorship? Are you going to challenge them to a breakdancing battle?
Guys, I'm not editing another breakdance sequence.
And once again, Mavis from East London, God rest her soul. I think a pint of milk going up in price by 1p would affect her life more than big tech censorship. What even is big tech censorship?
Unfortunately, since my last campaign in 2021, London has descended even further into chaos.
What, are we living in Gotham? What is this? Wait, he thinks he's Batman.
So this kind of tells me I need to drink a little more water because it's a little yellow.
He honestly thinks he's Bruce Wayne.
I've seen the city I love, the place I call home where my children were born, descend into an Orwellian nightmare.
An Orwellian nightmare? What? He makes it sound like every time I leave the house, I'm weaving around kitchen knives and ducking under machetes. Honestly, you think this man can stop knife crime in London? Also, what is this stock footage? I thought this campaign cost him £1 million. Why is this man suddenly the face of his entire campaign?
So this kind of tells me I need to drink a little more water because it's a little yellow.
I think Brian Rose is very much aware of his horrifically low chances of getting elected. Remember, he came last and got beat by a bin. And you know what this comes down to? Narcissism.
The problem is it's just so poisoned by all the other narcissism and the huge ego and the total lack of respect and love for and empathy for his fellow humans.
He simply wanted his face to be seen on billboards across London and to zoom around in his big bus, which also has his massive face on the side. Honestly, it really is as simple as that. Because the act of running for mayor suddenly makes doing this alright. It suddenly makes it valid. You know, it's part of the campaign after all. I've got to make myself seen.
Total lack of respect and love for and empathy for his fellow humans.
Ooh.
It's a facade. It's literally a narcissistic mask that he wears.
Ooh.
I've often thought about what is it? What is it that's driving that insatiable lust for fame and power and money? And it's this void within him.
Look, I didn't say that. I don't even know if this man is a reputable source. It's just his ex-colleague and co-founder of the brand they started in 2011. Remember, I didn't say any of that, but I am the one who's about to edit this clip in.
What do they say in the Postal Service? Come rain, come snow, come sleet, come shine. The U.S. Postal Service will deliver.
And this one too. Now, if my words aren't enough to go on, because maybe I'm not qualified enough or something, let's hear what the public have to say. This guy's weird. Sensible pizza, everyone. This guy's weird. I could not have said it better myself. I know his suits are probably expensive, but they look and fit terrible. It's true. You know what, on that note, let's review some of his fits. Because I agree with Andrew here, they do look and fit terrible. In this picture, he just looks like the Thumbs from Spy Kids. And once again, that insane pocket square. In a survival situation, he could literally use that as a blanket for 20 people at least. And he's also stood like a teacher blocking the door because someone didn't hand in the last glue stick. And actually, other than his Robbie Rotten outfit, he doesn't switch up his wardrobe that much. What a poor loser. Yeah, so that's that. Flash suit and a sadistic, self-satisfied grin. I don't know how anyone could believe Rose is trustworthy. Comic book villain. It's true. It is so true. I wouldn't be surprised if under Brian Rose's name on Google it said created by Stan Lee. That would genuinely clear up a lot of confusion in my mind. Anyone who has a life-size portrait of themselves in their office is a bit off. What? Does he? Oh no. I don't know how it gets worse the deeper you go. And I haven't even mentioned the fact that his YouTube channel got terminated for promoting stuff like this.
There is no COVID-19. It doesn't exist.
There is no COVID-19. It does not exist. Why is this? This is so weird.
And then his defense being, you know, I like to have a whole host of people on my show. It doesn't mean I agree with them. I just want to hear their voices.
And over the years, I've had people that have made me very uncomfortable. And I don't agree with what they have to say, but I'll defend to the death their right to say it.
But Brian, he literally said COVID doesn't exist. Like I said, I like to have different voices on my show. You know what? I've gone too deep into this man's life and I can't really take it anymore. One more breakdancing video and I might just collapse. In conclusion, the act of voting for mayor is like wading through vomit. Just statement after statement. Stand up to woke. Stop immigration. Embrace blockchain technology. Yes, guys, those are the three main priorities right now. Just imagine what they'd think of a woke immigrant who doesn't embrace blockchain technology. And maybe it would be cowardly of me to say at the end of a video all about politics. But guys, I don't know much about politics, alright? For all I know, Brian Rose is a really solid person.
If you scratch beneath the surface, you will very quickly realize that he is an empty human being.
Alright, thank you for watching. Please subscribe.
Graham, did you hear? Brian Rose lost the election. That means we're not going to have blockchain technology.